likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
The kickoff for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Called on a very strong gain of 24. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Side complete to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it here with Logan. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? from the gun. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run it with Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson taking it in. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Extra score, Texans 14, Titans 7. For Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 5.
From the 22, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Tannehill's.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3. First down, Titans.
They keep it with Henry on first down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Brings up second and
9 now from the 21.
Yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And we didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darian Conley. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Logan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Complete to Ricky Seals.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Watson.
Receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 43-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And that is no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A full return touchdown for the Titans.
Joey Slye.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin the drive with Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 31, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Sipp. That time who got in to record the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
With it is Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football.
36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Logan. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And Watson throws his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The 15.
By the wide receiver.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
A gain of 11.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The wide receiver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
22-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 22, Tannehill. Smith catches left side, and they nearly get this all the way. To midfield, mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Titans.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Derrick Henry on the
another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Henry on the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Off play action, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. On first down, Logan. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big-time play there for the Texans. 57 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
36 on the carry.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. And this will be brought back to the 22. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 42-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. 8 yards yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Watson. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 27, Texans 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. It's coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to go down again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Titans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. tie me up in chains. I get through the pain, taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say